Hello and welcome to all my beautiful, vibrant souls who are Taurus suns or have major Taurus placements. Welcome to your month ahead prediction. This is covering the month of October 2023. I'm really excited to get into it. So we are going to pull tarot for kind of overarching themes, messages, etc. But because this is October and we are getting to the point in the year where the veil is at its thinnest, the connection between us, the material world, the earth, the earthly realm and the spirit realm is at, its strongest. I'm going to pull a separate message afterward as well, looking at what situation in your life or what issue you are going to be receiving the most guidance on. And I'll dive more into it when we get to that section, but this might be something you're getting a lot of, like if you got purchase a tarot reading from a tarot reader, whether it's me or somebody else, like what to pay the most attention to, or kind of just like what that's going to look like, so you can kind of keep an eye out, no pun intended, keep an eye out, and have a sense of heightened confidence when that situation comes up. So with that, let's get into it. I want to pull for, I'm being called to pull for overarching energies, like okay, wow, oh boy, okay. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords reversed. These two flipped out together, the World and the Knight of Cups reversed. You might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the Five of Wands reversed. Okay. So Two of Swords reversed. I'm actually going to take that. Bam. Because I make the rules here. Can't tell me what to do in here. On a weird morning. Thanks for standing by, folks. Two of Swords reversed, I feel like is very, very telling, because decisions need to be made. Paths need to be picked, choices. And I say paths because, look, the Knight of Cups is standing on a little signpost. What does this say? It's just Pendle, in case that's important to anybody. But at this little crossroads on a path. We have owls represented twice, and in this deck there are a lot of different animals, because this is the tarot familiars. There we go. I'm terrible with deck names. There is something where decisions need to be made, and I'm kind of seeing one of two things for most people. Either you're fighting yourself over your path because you're not emotionally aligned with your path anymore, or toward what you were chasing, or somebody is making you an offer, and I'm hearing the word substandard, subpar, and at some part of you knows that, but has been afraid to fully trust in that, has been afraid to make a decision, turning this person down. This could be a situation where with the Five of Wands reversed, other people are butting in or have opinions. There could be something where there's a lot of competition and you have to choose somebody. I'm feeling this more like you have to choose. It could be that it's a situation where you are wondering if you are going to be chosen. But this is definitely what I'm seeing. And the reason why there's a cycle that's coming to an end with the world, it needs to come to an end. A cycle that is already, I feel, wrapped up emotionally. We have a full moon image in the background of that card. A lot of you have had, I feel like, a wake-up call about this. Look how the owl is standing on the book, but it's like halfway open. And the owl just has this expression like, there's a sense here where a lot of you have had some kind of wake-up call or some type of epiphany about what you want your story to look like. And it's either the whatever path you've been on, it doesn't factor into your happiness anymore. It doesn't factor into your, again, standards is a word coming through very strongly. Some of you were going to live in a particular place or move to a particular place, and you are rerouting. That's absolutely something I'm getting. But there's a sense here where there's a release of something I feel you were once very passionate about. You might have developed a new passion, and that's kind of like come in and like stole your heart is kind of what I'm getting. What is this World card about? The Ace of Wands, that's so funny, because I was thinking about this new passion. The reason why I said that is because, look, we have the candle. Whenever there's candles and cards, I kind of like think that's like a nod to the wand suit. And then boom, Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is what I mean. You have a new passion. You have a new passion. Do you guys want me to take this? Yes, you do. I'm sorry, I'm just looking. And this is what I feel like is changing. And also notice, in the Ace of Wands, the book is halfway open. same thing. There's been this revelation, this spark of inspiration. I want to look at this card but not take it. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. It's like either something that you've put a lot of work into hasn't panned out, and it's actually been a blessing in disguise because it's given you the opportunity to pause and reflect on what's actually for you. Or what I'm getting from most of you is you're withdrawing your investment. It's like, I don't want to work this hard and put all my energy and my effort toward XYZ. Queen of Pentacles, because you guys know your worth now. There you are, by the way. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I see you. I'm in a really funny mood today, so thanks for standing by. The full moon that we just had in tropical Aries may have had something to do with this. A lot of you are just hearing like waking up, you're getting it. Sorry, I just for a second thought of one of my dear friends who's a Taurus. And I'm like, oh, I wonder how she's doing. I should probably reach out and say hi today. But anyway, yeah, a lot of you are just like having this wake-up call. Some of you, again, are having a wake-up call about a passion and realizing like, the thing I was doing, that ain't it. Let's see what these other cards are that I felt called to pull. Yeah, the Star. And the Ten of Swords. A lot of you have a wish, you have a dream, and you've held yourself back. I'm almost looking like at this Ten of Swords as like a gateway, right? Like to have to like get through. You have barred yourself from this wish because of fear of bitter, painful endings. A lot of you, it's like you've held this wish, this passion sort of within you. And I feel that there has been this restraint toward pursuing this path because it's like, if I try for this, if I do it, I have a burp stuck, by the way. Excuse me, there it is. If I try for this and I do it and I go for it and it doesn't work out, that's it. That's over. That's the end of my dream. And a lot of you have gotten a renewed perspective about, again, your worth, your goals. It's kind of like, I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to still make great things happen. If this dream doesn't work out, then I got another one. Some of you, what happened, this major wake-up call, is you have suffered this painful ending with the Ten of Swords. And that has caused you to look toward new dreams. You see, we have the 3 cats here. So it's kind of like a sense of like look toward new dreams. For some of you, this could be like go in a new direction with another person. But this is what I'm seeing largely. And some of you, there's the situation you were pursuing or you were interested in, you were holding out for. I feel like it's something where there's a lot of potential. This could have been a wish come true. But there was a lot of pain here. And you guys have kind of just had a realization where it's just like, my wish to come true doesn't involve being stabbed in the back. For some of you, this could have been a person, and then there was a third party energy. But it's kind of this recognition of like, you know, there are other dreams for me to chase. Some of you have finally kind of come to this place of being like, you know what? Yeah, I wanted this, and it didn't work out. And that sucks, but it's also okay because, again, Queen of Pentacles, I'm worth so much more than being treated like this. And that's where I love we have a 10 and then we have an ace. That's where I'm getting tickled by a stray hair. That's really where the breakthrough has been. And so that's why I feel like you're wrapping up a cycle and this is coming to a close. Now with the Knight of Cups reversed, I was going to pull something else. I want to look at the card I was initially going to pull, but I'm not going to take it. 8 of Cups. Yes. You are walking away. Somebody's offer is not good enough or the path ahead isn't good enough. So the 2 cards that wanted to come out, Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Also, can we talk about this cat's expression? Like, that's exactly how I look first thing in the morning, where I'm like, oh my God. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it is with my face on a stack of books. I'm one of those people that falls asleep with all their hobby stuff in the book or in the bed with them. And like, it's a bad habit, but what does it say? We have the Book of Shadows. Interesting. It's making me think of a grimoire. Anyway, we'll touch on that later. I feel like, all these, it's interesting this comes out to clarify the Knight of Cups. We have court cards. We have people represented here. We have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These could represent other important placements for you or people you've been dealing with. And it's also interesting too, we have this, we have a king and queen coming out together. I feel like for some of you, this was like an interpersonal relationship. And this was somebody that you were dealing with. This was somebody who is passionate and confident. who knows what they want for the most part. Somebody who is meant to be a part of your spiritual path, your spiritual experience. Again, I'm thinking about the grimoire, a kind of idea. And there's a sense here who is meant to help you learn something and meant to help you master something. But what's coming up with the Knight of Cups reversed is there's going to be and again, there's that full moon. It's going to come time to set a boundary with this person or make a choice about this person. I really feel like that because, again, the Two of Swords reversed, it all goes back to that. To make a decision about this person, to kind of like decide where you want this person to be in your life and like almost like put them in their place, if that makes sense. And I don't necessarily mean that you have to like, you know, curse them out or anything, but like just literally define for them the terms of like, this is what I want. This is how I see you as part of my life. You're welcome to take that or leave that. And again, with that Eight of Cups, a lot of you are kind of walking away from something. For some of you, this is your energy, right? It's like, again, I think that either you were chasing something with the Knight of Cups reversed, and there's a recognition that this is not the path for you anymore, or you may have felt blocked from what you really wanted. And there was like, oh my God, I really want this. I really want this. Again, the Star, the Ten of Swords, it's like, I can almost taste it, right? The shooting star, I can reach up and grab it out of the sky. I can touch it, but I feel so blocked from it, and it's painful. And a lot of you guys have kind of, you know, if this is your energy, this is representing your masculine and your feminine energy, because we all have both. This is somebody who, if these both represent your energy, this is somebody who knows what they want. They're very confident. They're very determined. They also know their own power. They're not effing around here. And they have no problem speaking that. They're very clear. That's a huge thing with this combination. You can tell from how I'm not blinking. Very clear about what is for them and what's not. Very clear about what they want to create and how to go about that. Also very discerning about who is supportive to their process and who is not. And that's where I feel, however this might play out for you guys, that's where I feel you're going to be walking away from, I keep wanting to say someone, but it's also not just about that person. It's about everything they represent. I want to clarify what this Knight of Cups is in particular, or who it is. Strength reverse. This could be a Leo that you're dealing with. This is somebody you've had a lot of patience with. If it's a person in general, you've had a lot of patience for this path. Full moon, but this is something that you know in your heart it's time to release, because it's just not really going anywhere. Four of Cups, and the reason why is because, like I said, it's not going anywhere. Either like the path, it's not moving forward. Whenever this comes up interpersonally, this is like somebody's not participating. This is the friend that never, you know, does any work to make plans. This is the partner that never does any of the emotional labor. And this is something where you've been very, very patient, waiting for this for a long time. And a lot of you guys are just hanging up your hats. You're like, all right, you know, I'm done. Because the Six of Swords reverse, I think that's what ultimately is causing this decision. There's no peace to be had in this situation. Five of Wands reverse. You're ready to let go of the inner conflict, the inner struggle. And you're not waiting anymore. There's this Five of Wands reversed. The King of Cups reversed. Very heavy water sign energy. You could be dealing with a water sign. I'm really drawn into, sorry, it's really hard to see. There's a book here that's halfway open, and all I got drawn into the words perfect love. I feel like this is either you or this person that you've been dealing with has this kind of idealized version of love, and it's always something that's delayed for the future, right? Whether it's like, oh, you know, we'll take the next step once I'm at this place in my career. We'll take the next step, you know, like when I'm older. There's something, and that has a place, but this person keeps delaying because this person's afraid of trying their hardest. This person's afraid of putting their heart on the line and losing everything. Kind of goes back to that idea we were talking about before with the Star and the Ten of Swords. And this person may have reflected that energy back to you, right? You may have been afraid to take chances in your life, and this person may have reflected that back emotionally, where it's like Four of Cups, you know, they were never really fully invested, fully in. They were just kind of there. And there's so much potential, right? There's these little glimmering moments of something, and that's what keeps you there. Excuse me. This person may have unintentionally breadcrumbed you. But there are these little glimmering moments of something, because the King of Cups is a soulmate, and it's like, I could see it. I can really, really see it. But it's like waiting for this person to kind of get it together, waiting for this person to become more emotionally available or stable. And you're waiting for it because, like, this could be the perfect love, but... and I think that this person reflected this back to you. in order to help you go for it in some other area of life, or just in general, to not put your dreams, kind of like hang up your dreams on chaotic, unstable, or like uncertain circumstances, if that makes sense, like things that you're always waiting on, and to not, like, to not abdicate your personal power like that. What is this card? Yeah, the Six of Swords reversed, again, to find peace, to be able to make peace with what doesn't work and be able to move on. I'm just also clarifying this. Five of Wands, some more. Eight of Swords, yeah, that was your self-limiting belief. You kept yourself in conflict and in chaos. That is what is cleared up. No, not that one, this one. And the Eight of Cups, that's why you're moving away from whatever this person or the situation was. And again, I feel like it was in one area of life, but it mirrored back an energy that may have actually held you back in multiple areas of life. Yeah, the Tower reversed. This was hard. This was hard. This may have caused the Tower moment, but this Tower moment that this caused, and there's again that Epiphany, was in order to help you restructure how you approach, I feel like, your goals in particular. The Moon, because there's a subconscious emotional blockage here. The Sun that's being illuminated. Beautiful. Go Taurus. I love you. I love that for you guys. So that's kind of what I see being the major thing playing out here, is that you're walking away from waiting around for something that's just not going to pan out, or you're walking away from something that is almost it, but it's not. Either it comes with quite a lot of painful, situations, endings, betrayals, heartbreak, and it's like, I don't have to put up with this just to get this. Or you're walking away from something where it's like you've been waiting for it for a long time, and it's very, very painful, and it hurts to not feel chosen, and it's just like, I deserve better than that. So I love that. Now on to, I'm collecting up all your cards because I just had like a quarter of the deck out. I want to give it a little shuffle real quick, and then we're going to get into your Halloween messages. Very excited. I gotta say, I haven't been very festive the last couple of years, but I'm feeling so spooky season ready this year. Like, oh, yes. So with that, let's get into it. They're saying look at the bottom. This was on the bottom when I was picking that up, so I want to look at it. Okay, we have ancestors, love, and legacy of our DNA. If you like to engage in mediumship work, and you like to connect with loved ones on the other side, that's going to be very, very fruitful and successful this Halloween season. Okay, here we go. What was this card? Skull of Light was the one that I almost picked, but I didn't. So illumination. And then we have Mummy with Change. A lot of your ancestors are guiding you very heavily at this time toward, sorry if you can hear my dog barking, toward a greater understanding of what needs to change. So this might be related to what we were just talking about, but I do see that going on here. And especially with this image on Skull of Illumination, it's hard to see, but there's a little crack in the skull. So it's, for me, that's enlightenment, but it's like, oh, big understanding, big epiphanies. I feel like the changes you're going through are going to be very expansive and open up a lot of doors for you. And it's because your mindset's very expansive. You overcame a significant blockage. She's opinionated. Yeah, exactly. Apple. That's so funny because when I was in the pre-shuffle, this card got my attention. So Apple with risk and reward. Exactly. A lot of you guys have held yourself back from something. It's so funny too, like related to what we were talking about in the first half of your reading. I feel like the person you were dealing with was like, or, the situation you were in, it's kind of like you were waiting on another person, right? Let's say this is like even waiting on, like a boss to pick you for a project you really wanted. I'm just gonna grab a sip of my tea. Waiting for a creative like project to like pick your work or something like that. It's something where I feel like it's almost the energy of yelling at the screen, where you're like, if you could just see this, like if you would just like listen, if you just look, if you would just like take a chance on me, I can prove myself. Like, it's not that scary. It's kind of the like energy. I feel like that was your breakthrough experience, right? That was the breakthrough experience, because I think a lot of you had, blockage around going after something you wanted. The apple's always really interesting, dualistic imagery, because it represents health and nurturance and nourishment, as well as knowledge, right? But that knowledge is also, it's representative of temptation and, things we shouldn't know, which I have I have mixed feelings about that. That's a separate rant for a separate time. But a lot of you guys have been afraid, with the bite mark being a heart here, of going after what you truly love, what you truly desire, because there's been a fear of the risk associated with it. And some of you guys, the thing that you were afraid of, like I was talking about before, was just to know one way or the other. It's like, if I don't go for it and I don't try, I don't have to like put my dreams away. Like, I don't have to like say goodbye to a dream. And a lot of you guys, by dealing with this other situation where this, you know, you were kind of like, just give me a chance, like just try, just do something, bust a move, dude. Like, that's the energy. By doing that, I think that's kind of what helped illuminate for you guys. Like, I have to try. I have to, like, I just feel this moment where, you know, it's like you're dealing with things in one area, and then it like comes full circle where you're like, oh, this is kind of like me not, you know, not putting in for that promotion even though I really want it. Like, this is kind of like me not putting my content out there even though I love what I made, or I really want to share it with people. There's kind of like that recognition. So because you've been having these moments of illumination, not only is this going to free you up in terms of the energy that you were devoting to this other path we talked about in the initial part of your reading, but I also do feel like I said, this is going to like bring forward a lot of ideas, a lot of creative energy. This was the unlocking to kind of like help you see things from a new perspective when it comes to going after your dreams. So I do feel like you are getting a lot of guidance, especially from ancestors and departed loved ones, about something that you've been wanting to pursue, about something that would be a risk that would pay off very significantly. Yeah, the Two of Wands reversed at the top of the deck. That for me is kind of like you're hovering in the doorway. Like, you started taking action towards something and you're kind of like, do I go further? Like, I don't know. I don't actually know. You guys have been hovering in the doorway, and this is meant to help you move forward with a lot more ease, with confidence. This might be the bright idea you were looking for. And it's because you had to do the reprogramming before this idea was handed to you. The Nine of Wands reversed. Okay. Justice. Wow. Wow. And the Page of Swords. Some of you are making something that you are going to be putting online. We also have Libra energy showing up very strongly here, and as well as Gemini and Aquarius. A lot of you, it's like you may have been wanting to throw in the towel on something, and I feel like it's coming back around. Like, you're getting your second wind. A lot of you guys too are letting go of a sense of struggle, right? Again, it's like you had this like idea in the back of your mind that it's gonna be like it's that internal conflict about, do I do it? Do I not? Do I do it? Do I not? In this deck, the cat here is on the box, and then the key says Pandora. So it's kind of like, do I want to open up, you know, Pandora's box with going after my dreams and like really like put my all into something? Do I want to fight for it, you know, heart and soul, and then run the risk of losing everything? And that opens up, you know, what do I have to do for this new path? And what do I do after that? And it's like, it was like borrowing a lot of trouble. You guys okay? You guys might be overthinkers a little bit sometimes. You guys might also like to have a set path about how to move forward, and whatever it is you're trying to do would be new for you or not super, you know, carved out for you. And it's kind of like, I don't know how to do this. But you have two images here where there are keys that are, you know, being ready to unlock something. So you're getting the insight that you need. You're getting, some of you, you're going to be getting offered a contract that's going to be like you're going for it. And you're going to get a contract. You're going to get some type of job offer. You know, justice doesn't have to indicate like a literal contract. But it's, you know, this is something where there's an agreement, there's some type of legality, there's some type of fair exchange here. So that can be what it's like indicating. Again, some of you are putting content out with the Page of Swords, or some of you are thinking about going to get further education or going back to school in order to be able to invest more in your future. And this is very, you're going to be getting a lot of guidance about this. Five of Pentacles, because a lot of you have had a lack mindset. The Knight of Cups. This is what I mean. This is nice. And the King of Cups. Look at you. I love this for you. A lot of you have just like really hesitated moving forward on in the direction that you truly want, because at some level you kind of felt like, you know, you don't have enough. You don't have enough support from the universe. You don't have enough, you know, financially to make something work. You don't have enough skills to make something work. Or it's like, I feel like you were waiting on other people to validate that you could go on this path, either that that's meant for you or that you are a good fit for that. And I don't think you're waiting on that anymore. A lot of you guys are doing the subconscious reprogramming, but I almost said uncoupling work. So the uncoupling work of like separating yourself from this belief that like your dreams are doomed to fail, right? Yeah, what was this at the topic? Oh, and there's that Eight of Cups, and that's what's allowing you to walk away from stuff. And I feel like there's this sense of, especially with the King of Cups, coming into this place of especially like emotionally grounded, kind of stable energy where you're like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to trust in the universe, but I also know that no matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. So a lot of you guys are getting insight about how exactly to move forward. Knight of Pentacles, yeah. You know, it's kind of like step by step. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to pursue my dreams. A lot of you guys are pursuing your dreams, and this is taking you out of this Five of Pentacles energy, right? Where it's like, oh, I could never do that because I could never make it work. Okay, you're like, you know what? I'm going to try it step by step. We're going to get there. And I trust that everything is going to be okay. You trusting in yourself, in your own energy, and your own stability, which I love. Yeah, there's that King of Cups. So you're going to be getting a lot of insight, a lot of guidance. Some of you might have premonitions or like psychic dreams about this. A lot of you guys, because I cut the deck, here's the Five of Cups reversed. A lot of you guys are just going to like let your emotions fuel you. Some of you guys might be clairsentient in general, but I think you might just be getting like trust your emotions a lot over the next month because they're very divinely guided. So whatever you feel very emotionally like excited about, attached to, really, really follow that because that's guiding you toward the path ahead. And you know, like I said, tried and true, one step at a time. You can take things one step at a time, but this is really going to be a time to not hold yourself back anymore for what you love. So I quite like that for you. I think that's everything I've got for you guys. I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy month ahead. It's been such an honor and joy to get to read for you as always. So take care, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye.